Hi everyone, today I'd like to walk over the key changes that happened to the user interface for SAM.gov. Just gonna give you an overview so you're not surprised if you're browsing SAM.gov and you find all these changes. So without further ado, let's actually go into it. So from here, there's not much that changed, I would say. It's still the same homepage, but once you go to search, that's where you will see the changes. So first thing, in the past, by default, you would not have had these at the top. Usually it was a drop down somewhere in here, and then you would choose one of these, which is a bit confusing for people. Now, what most people usually use SAM.gov for is to find contracting opportunities, and that's what they have done here with this option. Now we have to actually specifically choose contracting. In the past, it was not like this, but now it's more obvious here. Now, once you click that, there's three different options, which is also different. You have contract opportunities, which is when we talk about RFPs, RFIs, things like that. Now, the interesting thing, which I think this is a work in progress for them, is the contract awards. So they want to move the data that is in fpds.gov, which we all know that is a terrible, terrible website. They want to move it here. So I think that's good news for everyone. What that means is you'll be able to find past contracts here, and you'll be able to get an estimate for how much you should price things, how much your competition is winning. It'll become a lot easier to do it through SAM.gov. And then finally, you can get your subcontract reports. So if you want to get information about a subcontractor or a prime contractor, you'll be able to do that in the search here. Now, going back, I want to mention other domains. So obviously you can search for entity information. This one is important. But the thing is, you have to log in. Signing up with SAM.gov is pretty straightforward. So I just wanted to mention that it's also in the domains here that you could choose. But save everyone time. Now I want to go over to contracting and show you the changes on that site. Now, when it comes to the search on the site or filters, it's pretty much the same thing. Like, it's just the standard filters that we are used to. So let's say, for example, I want to filter by a specific NAICS code. That did not change. I'm going to search for construction. The search results as well did not change. But what actually changed is if you click into these opportunities, you'll find that the view in here actually changed. So in the past, and to be honest, I like this better. The view is much, much better for the eye. In the past, it was difficult to read the information about the notice ID, the dates. It was actually pretty difficult. You had to get your glasses on and actually look closely to it, see the dates. I like the way they have it right now. I like that the active is always at the top here. The different thing is that you can actually view the versions of it in here. So this one is a record that does not have versions, but if you wanted to see the changes for something that has multiple versions, you could just click on here and see an older record. So that's pretty nice, and we'll probably go over an example now. I like how they have the dates. Difference though is they have, in the past, they used to have the time deadline, so the hour, just like they have it for the published date, but now they only show the date. And same for the inactive date. The other thing also that's clear and visible is the departments up there in Office. That was also difficult. The text was difficult to read. And same with the set aside. It was like one block and just information crammed in one place. Now it's better. The description, this one is short, but I hope that they would have a better view for the description. It's still very difficult to read when the text is long. The contact information, obviously, they just added the blue. I don't think it's any better or worse. It's just the blue here. It's a different style. Now, when it comes to the attachments, I like the download all they have added here. And also, I like the separation of links and attachments. And downloading these is the exact same way that we used to do it. You just click on it and it downloads. But it's nice to have like the separation of the links and the attachments. And also it's the navigation bar on the left makes it easier. So if you want to quickly go to the classification, you just click on that and it's obvious. Instead of having scroll description, same thing as well. Now, I would like to see if there's a opportunity that I could show you if it has the version thing. So this one, for example, you could see here that this is the current record. And then if you go back, it's a solicitation here. If we go back, then you could see the version before. You could go all the way back to the first one. and you could just kind of see the changes. If anything changed, the requirements changed, any of that. Sometimes they changed the time, the date, they changed the amount, they changed the requirements. So it's nice to see what changed from the last version, last iteration. So I covered all the changes. They're not significant, but I'm really looking forward for the contract awards. I'm really looking forward to this being moved from fpds.gov because I have videos on fpds.gov. I actually dislike and hate fpds.gov. It's extremely difficult to navigate, extremely difficult to search. It's outdated. I think it's probably 20 years old or something. Like it's a terrible way to find spending data. So hopefully when they move it here, they make it a lot better. I just wanted to make this short video to show you the changes for SAM.gov. Obviously, if you're serious about government contracting, you want to be working and operating like a legit government contracting website, you would have access to a software like samsearch.co. It will allow you to get access to the federal, to state, local, and education. Make sure to get it now. It's going to make your life a lot easier. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.